Hi there, I'm Bea, a mixed media artist. Join me as I explore art, creativity, and inspiration, one project at a time. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my studio. So glad you joined me today for another video. I hope you are all doing well and you had yourself some time to do some creative work, whatever it may be. Now, today I'm gonna talk a little bit while I'm flipping through my, for me, new art journal, which is the Field Artist My World Square. I probably did order it on Amazon, but I'm not sure about any art journal you have is fine. It is a watercolor paper, that's why I did order it, and of course because it is square, because those who know me, who follow me since a while, they know I love square formats. Not always perfect square, but squarish. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna do just a mini flip through what I have so far. There are only a few pages, and talk a little bit what I like about that and what I maybe don't like. Now, one of the, and I think it was actually the first page. You know me, I do jump from one side to the other. Just lost my words for a while. And yeah, it was actually really the first page, which is rare for me. I did use some napkins and then some colored pencils and some watercolor. Here is one I really do like. It is again with watercolor, and then I did use a micron pen or any black permanent marker would work, so just to outline her a little bit more. Here I did use, you guessed it, it is the Nero Watercolor, my beloved charcoal pencil, and watercolor again. Yeah, I would say there's also some Nero involved here, but not very, not a lot of pressure, so it is just rather subtle, the outlining. Spread your wings. This is one I'm not really happy with it, but I leave it. Just, I don't, sometimes I go over, but sometimes I just leave it and live with it. I did use the Neocolor 2, which are water soluble, and then went over in again with the Neocolor 2 without diluted again. But it is one of those pages I'm rather turn around. Sometimes I start to sketch and I'm kind of bored when I'm done with sketching, and maybe I go over at another time with some watercolor. Maybe not so much for her, because I don't like her really. Again here, not so much. She is okay, but not one of my favorite. Then I left out some pages. I still think she is funny, but I'm not sure if I ever gonna color her in. But she's kind of funny, and I just leave it for the moment that way. That is one of those pieces I like. Again, watercolor and some neocolors, I would say. Yes, again. Nope, not my thing. Just don't like it. Let's turn it around. The same here. Don't like it. Not gonna work on it. I just turn it around. Again, here is one I really love, and I actually have used her to making postcards to sell during my shows, so I think she is pretty cute. That's another cutie too, more of a side view. Not so much. She is okay. No, she isn't okay. Actually, I don't like it. I like the background, but I don't like the face. And that's the actually piece you're gonna see me doing in the part coming next. The napkin was there already when I started with the drawing and painting the face. I probably had that one day. I had the idea I want to do something, and then just didn't go on. So I did incorporate those napkin parts in the backgrounds. Now it is a little bit different for once. I'm not going to do a time lapse. It is a real time, but I did edit out the boring parts like fuzzy cutting the quote, or drying times. I did use a I did use the heat tool, the Ranger heat tool, to dry before I went on. There will be some music so while I paint, so feel free to sketch along or simply enjoy the process, whatever is working for you. So let's dive in and let's go to the working table. And remember, not every page has to be perfect. It is the place where we can experiment, where we can figure out what we like, what we don't like. So now take care, till next time. Bye.